The Lakers have finally got a center. After what's felt like years of Lakers fans in the media lamenting on how the Lakers have no big, they finally went out and got one. Deandre Ayton is now a Los Angeles Laker. And this is actually a really good pickup for the Lakers. As the days winded down, many people thought that the Lakers would have to settle for just any random decent big, but Ayton is actually a step above that. Now, we all know he might have his question marks about his attitude and his effort, but at the end of the day, he is a career 16-10 guy on 59% shooting. I also saw this one stat that said Ayton is the only player in NBA history to average at least 15 points per game on 60% shooting in the playoffs. And it's not just a super small sample size either, as he's played 45 playoff games. There was also a lot of chatter after the Lakers got eliminated in the playoffs that the Lakers would include Austin Reeves in a trade for a big. But luckily for the Lakers, they didn't even have to trade Reeves to make this move. Now, they would probably still look to trade Reeves at some point since Luka, LeBron, and Reeves all starting doesn't exactly provide even a decent level of defense, and with all three of them being ball handlers, things can get redundant. But I'm not gonna lie and act like that trio of Luka, LeBron, and Reeves wasn't looking top tier during the latter half of the season. It feels like Reeves heavily underperforming in the playoffs this year ruined all the goodwill he had built up in the season, in which he averaged 26-5 on 62% true shooting. So just looking at the Lakers as they are now, their starting lineup would be Luka at the 1, Austin Reeves at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Rui Hachimura at the 4, and Deandre Ayton at the 5. Now this, at least on paper, actually looks like a really good starting lineup. Now, there are some huge question marks on defense, as Rui Hachimura is the only one here you can actually count on to give great effort on defense. But offensively, this lineup should go crazy. Of course, the bench is going to need some more work. The Lakers will probably add a few pieces there, but whether they trade Austin Reeves or not, I think this team is at worst a 6th seed. Now, I can see them being higher than that, but the West is kind of stacked. OKC and Houston look like they'll be the 1 and the 2 seed. Denver also had a great offseason getting Cam Johnson, Jonas Valanciunas, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Bruce Brown, so I'd probably put them as the 3rd seed. Now, this is where things can get a little tricky. We have the Mavericks, who could still be a very good team even before Kyrie comes back. But looking at this roster with a healthy Kyrie, and assuming Cooper Flag is as good as we expect, this Mavs team could challenge anyone in the West. Then, we still need to factor in teams like the Timberwolves, the Clippers, and the Warriors, who obviously don't look as impressive as the top teams in the West, but there are still teams you have to look out for based on how good they were during this past season. So all in all, this was probably the best move the Lakers could have made. Maybe you could say getting Miles Turner would have been a better option, but that was a complete shock as most people expected the Pacers to sign him back, and there wasn't even any buzz about him being available. Additionally, the details of Ayton's deal make him a way cheaper option, and the Lakers didn't have to give anyone up to get him. When considering all that, and the level of production that Ayton provides, with, I remind you once again, a career 16-10 average on 59% shooting from the field, I think we have to give it to the Lakers and say this is a dub for them. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below how you feel about this pickup and the Lakers as a whole going into next season. That's going to do it for me though. I'll see y'all next time.